welcome to Joji Cards. Now, in this video, right, I'm going to talk about graded cards, right? So it don't matter who you grade with, it don't matter if it's PSA, CGC, whoever. So I watched a video of a guy that owns an actual brick and mortar card store. That means that you can walk into that store, yeah, just like, and you can pick up a box, yeah, and you can go to the cash desk, yeah, and you can pay for the box, yeah, and you can walk out. The next day you can go in and buy another one. So an actual card store, yeah, right, you know what I mean, yeah, that sells Pokemon product, binders, sleeves, you know, you name it, yeah, this shop sells it. He's not a very big YouTuber, but I watched a video of his, and basically what's happening is people are going in to sell their graded cards to the store instead of trying to sell them online. So people have basically said that, put it this way, I reckon there is a lot of people either grading on debt, yeah, to try and get their cards graded, or they're putting themselves in a position where they need to get rid of their items. Now, I do not need to get rid of any of these PSA cards, right? For probably the next 5 months. I will probably don't even need to sell any of these. 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. Right? It doesn't matter, right? Now, this is what I'm trying to say to people that grade cards, right? It doesn't matter what you grade, right? Because in the video, yeah, he mentioned that you shouldn't grade anything below an 8 grade. Now, technically, I don't agree with that, yeah? I have an item, yeah? I have a very good item that I haven't showed on video yet, but I probably should show it. I will get round to it. I will get round to showing it. But it's, I would say this. It's a magic card, right? A magic card. Now, a magic card was signed by a dead person, yeah? So the illustrator who made the card, who designed the card, and then the illustrator signed the card, yeah? The illustrator is no longer alive, yeah? So that card or that signature can never be put on any new cards. Do you understand, right? Now, will it get a high grade? No, yeah, it won't get a high grade. Now, when someone says on YouTube, you shouldn't grade anything below an 8 grade, I don't agree with that, right? Like, because, to be honest, if you have rare items, yeah, items that were like, I don't know, you can get pop 1s on stuff that there's none that say exist in a 10, you know. There's things like, just say artist signatures, yeah. So you can get cards that are signed by an artist that could be like a bad looking card, but they're the illustrator. So if you remember, Unlisted Leaf went and got a Mew graded with a signature of the actual artist that wasn't it wasn't at a signed event. It was an unregistered like signature. Like the guy signatured the card, yeah, but it was authentic. It was actually made by that person. So his card, I think, got like maybe an 8 or something, or a 7. Right now, you know, I'm just going to show you a few examples of cards that like I've graded, yeah, that aren't an 8 or higher. Right now, the reason why I'm showing this is because this guy, anyway, who's the video I watched, I could probably point you to his channel. I don't know if you guys would be kind of interested in his channel, like, because it's actually his card store, like, so he's actually showing you what's like going on behind the scenes. But basically, someone went into his shop and they tried to sell some items, yeah, and some of the items were like Hidden Fates tins, promos. So as you know, I graded a while back a Gyarados GX from a Gyarados tin, yeah. Now, the reason I graded that item is because I didn't get anything from the 4 packs that were actually in the tin. So I was at a loss on the product. So I decided, well, if I grade the Gyarados promo and I sell that, I get my money back for the grading fee and the tin, yeah? So I basically, when I sold that card, I broke even, yeah? I broke even on the product. Now, that's the only reason why I graded that. Now, a lot of people, or this guy, anyway, that went into the store, sold the guy 4 of those, but 4 Charizard promos. So, one of them from the GX tin got a grade 8, the other one got a grade 8, the other one got a 9, and the other one, I think, was a 9.5, right? So, he said that the 9.5 would be worth around $40 or something like that. And he said that the 8 he would have lost money on. Now, for example, the Hidden Fates tins in the UK are 45 to like £50 each. Yeah. So, for example, if you bust that promo and you wanted to make your money back, yeah, and let's say you sold it for 50 and you got some good stuff out the packs, then you would technically get your money back, right? So you'd be grading to get your money back. Now, if you bought the tin and you bust a shiny Charizard, then you technically wouldn't need to grade the promo. You'd just grade the shiny card. But if you wanted other stuff to grade with that shiny card, then you would just send in other stuff. But technically, the value that you got from the thing is what pays the box off, yeah? Pays the item off. So, for example, if you buy a promo collection box and you don't get anything out of the packs, like you lost money without grading something. So, for example, we're going to get into like, here's a couple of items that I've graded in the past, yeah? Which, you know, aren't grade 10s, but they look sick, yeah? This is a grade 3, yeah? But the difference is, right, this card has a really nice front, yeah? Has a really nice front. It's the back. I can't even remember why this is so low. I think it's just scratched. Like, I think it's just very, very poorly scratched. Like, it's quite a nice condition card, to be honest, right? You know? And to say it's a 3, it's quite crazy to say it's a 3. I mean, it looks quite good, right? It really does look quite good. So, you have a grade 3. Now, here's another card. So, remember, I think, when I last bought this one, when I bought this, I think this is actually a pop 1, right? So, I think this is actually the only one exists. Because when I found this on eBay, I was like, this is actually quite rare. I haven't seen anything like this before. So I'll buy this, go ahead and slab it, and then see what the actual, how many exist. And I think this is a pop 1. I'm not sure. And I don't mean a pop 1 as in the grade 2 is the pop 1. I mean in general from a 1 to 10. There's none that exist higher, right? So for example, I have this card, which is from 1952, yeah? So this card has a bad centering, and I don't think the OC cards aren't going to be over an 8 or a 9 or something, I don't know. Or this technically to me should be 4MC, a miscut, because obviously it's incorrectly cut, yeah? So this card is from 1952, so you can see that it's really, really old. So when someone says don't grade anything below an 8, it's completely incorrect, because to be honest, if the item is rare or it's old and it's got a significant age on it, then I can understand. Or signed items, or even stuff like, I mean, to be honest, people will probably say, wow, this is not worth grading, like, because, oh, it's a 5. But at the end of the day, yeah, you've got to look at it like this. What was the cost of the card that you bought the card for? What was the cost of the grading fee that you paid for the card, right? And then, for example, bulk submissions for WotC cards, right? Or just bulk with PSA, basically, yeah. Well, if you're grading 80 items and you send in 2 items or 3 items that are going to be 8 and lower, does it really matter? It doesn't. Now, if you think about it, if you sent in 3 items that were going to get a 10, right? And then the value aspect of you selling 3 10s over selling like a grade 3, a grade 4, or a grade 2. Yeah? There's a big difference in the grading, the value in the grading, if you want to maximize the amount of money that you can get out of that submission. But everything is not just get rich quick. Yeah? People think, oh, get rich quick, you know? Buy Shining Legends boxes. Do you remember Shining Legends boxes, right? Shining Legends boxes were like 40 quid, right, to buy, right? Now one pack is selling for £20. But that's a year later, yeah? So the difference is, holding something for a year might make more value out of it, even though it's a low-graded card, yeah? So here's another card I've graded before. This one is actually miscased. It's incorrectly cased, yeah? Right? It should actually be in a Yu-Gi-Oh case, because it actually moves a bit, but it's a 7. Now, something like this, I do not know how many of them exist on the population in total. It's very easy for you to check that by just hitting the cert on the video, yeah. Look, quad 4, 1, 6, 7, 6, bam, bam, you can do that, yeah. Now, here's another card that I graded, which is lower than a grade 8, right? Because these things are actually rare, yeah. They're hard to find. You know, every now and then one might pop up on eBay, you know, or someone from a collection might be selling one of these, or you might find one in an odd binder top set or something. Yeah, now these are actually like rare items, and when people see them, they're like, well, he's graded this. I mean, I think I sold a 5 of this and a grade 3. So the difference is, it's not that you can't sell them, and I didn't sell them at a loss, you know. So the difference is when someone says you shouldn't grade, you know, when someone says you shouldn't grade cards, like, someone says you shouldn't grade cards that are going to be, like, less than an 8, like, what are you talking about? Because in my opinion, that's not the case of what you're supposed to do. Because if you think about something in value aspect, if you grade, let's say you grade 80 cards that you potentially would get all a 10. Like, because it's like people were coming up with theories that PSA wouldn't give you out so many 10s per submission. Well, I graded 80 cards one time, and my biggest hit of 10s was 50. Yeah? 50 10s, right? And I think the rest were 9s and 8s. Yeah? Now, when people were saying that they're knocking the grades down because they're trying to control the population report, like, that's got nothing to do with, it's got nothing to do with your card if it's a 10 or not. They're not just going to downgrade your card because your card is a 10. Yeah, they're not going to say your 10 card is a 9, you know, or your 9 card's a 10 just because we want to increase the pop report a little bit. So I've heard quite a lot of nonsense when it comes on this topic, yeah, about like grading stuff or grading stuff below an 8 grade. And to be honest, there's just people, morely like this video is about, like, a lot of people are grading. I did mention, yeah, that people were grading on, like, might be grading on debt. So if you take out a loan, yeah, for like $1,000 or whatever, £1,000, and you go and buy Champions Path Charizards on eBay, yeah, and then you buy them cards and then you send them to PSA on like a 2-week flip and run, you know, you might get them back and you might not be able to sell them because other people have graded that same card. Now, you see, the difference is those cards are obviously brand new and they will keep getting printed. Now, the reason why Pokemon do that is to bring prices down so actual players can buy cards and play the game. Now, if that is a very, very playable card, they're going to keep printing it till the price comes down, you know? And then they might not tell you. Do you remember, like, reprints? Like, there's someone on YouTube, yeah, keeps saying that Evolutions is getting a reprint, and it's not getting a reprint. It's just they're doing it for a video because they're doing it for clout, so people click on the video. There's too many fake people when it comes to, like, Pokemon videos, yeah, and information, right? And it's like people like me get dislikes on my video when I tell you, like, specific things, or, you know, specific people give me hate because I'm real. Like, I'm not fake. There's a difference, yeah? So if I say it's not worth grading something that's not below an 8, like, that's an opinion, yeah? That's an opinion. But I can clearly state that the fact of grading something below an 8 grade actually has its perks. Because the difference is, someone might not be able to afford a 10, yeah? Someone might not even be able to afford a 9, yeah? Because a 9 might be, I don't know. Let's what card we could say example. Alright, let's say, alright. Let's give an example, yeah? First Ed Charizard, right? If you graded a grade 1, right? Do you think that someone might not grade or buy that grade 1? Of course they will. Because there's no way they're shelling out 250k or 350k for a 10. Or are they going to be paying, I don't know, 150k for a 9? The difference is no. So, the complete nonsense of saying you can't grade cards or you shouldn't grade cards lower than an 8 is completely incorrect in my opinion. So, what is your opinion on this? Do you think that you can grade cards below an 8 grade and still sell them? Or do you believe if you grade a card below than an 8, well, you'll never get your money back on that card? It doesn't matter on how long you hold that item. If someone sees it and they want it, they will buy it, you know? I had this Haunter, right? This Haunter card right here. I had this on eBay at like 40 quid. Now, I put it on eBay at 40 quid just because I wanted to hold off selling PSA cards. I wanted to downsize my traffic right now, yeah? Until I get another submission back, right? I wanted to downsize my traffic and I wanted to hold on to items by increasing the prices. When those submissions come back, I might lower the prices and then drop them down to then sell them so I can get money back to grade another submission, yeah? You see what I'm trying to say? So thanks for watching this video and I'll see you next time. And give me your opinion. If you like this video, smash the like button, and if you're new and you've never been on my channel and you got to the very end, well, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.